Miscellaneous people jokes, people jokes. Q. What do you call a white person fallen from the sky? A. Bird poop. Q. If the women with big boobs work at Hooters, where do the women with one leg work? A. IHOP. What do you call a black girl with braces? A. Black and Decker pecker wrecker. Q. Why are women are good goalkeepers? A. No matter how hard the men fuck, the balls don't go in. Q. You know a boss is like a diaper. A. Full of shit and always on your ass. Q. What is the rent collector's favorite game to play? A. Monopoly. Q. Why are the children the ones being hardest hit by immigration reform in Arizona? A. Because parents now have to start raising their own children now. Q. Why is it a good thing to date a homeless person? A. Because you can drop them off anywhere. Q. What's white, black and blue all over? A. A white man who wouldn't stop tellin' nig asterisk jokes. Q. Why do vegans give good head? A. Because they are used to eating nuts. Q. How do crazy people travel through to woods? A. They take the psychopath. Q. What do you call a gang of white people? A. Cracker stack. Q. What is a Dominican doing with 2 quarters in his ear? A. Listening to 50 Cent. How do you turn a fox into an elephant? Marry it. Q. What's 12 inches and white? A. Nothin'. Why did the man wear his wedding ring on the wrong finger? Because he was married to the wrong woman. Q. How many men does it take to open a beer? A. None. The lady should already have it open on the table. Q. What's everyone's favorite vegetable? A. Christopher Reeves. Q. What do you call 2 nuns and a sorority girl? A. 2 tight ends and a wide receiver. Q. What do you call a pothead with 2 spliffs? A. Double jointed. Q. What do a bad football team and a pothead have in common? A. They both get blitzed. Q. What's 6 inches long, 2 inches wide and drives women wild? A. A $100 bill. Q. Why are pirates called pirates? A. 'Cause they are. Q. Why do blacks call white people honkies? A. That's the last noise they hear before the white people run them over. Q. What happens when you give $61 to a blonde? A. She wants 8 more. Q. What word starts with N and ends with R that a Klan member would hate to call a black person? A. Neighbor. Q. If marriage is grand, what is divorce? A. 10 grand. Q. Why can't you borrow money from a leper Chan? A. They're always a little short. Q. Why can't you hear a psychiatrist in the bathroom? A. Because the P is silent. Q. What did one vegetarian say to the other vegetarian? A. We have to stop meeting like this. One time a guy handed me a picture of himself, and he said, "Here's a picture of me when I was younger. Every picture of you is of when you were younger." One day, President Obasanjo saw a mystical fairy that would grant him any wish. Then the president wished that he could be handsome. Then the fairy said that he asked for a wish and not a miracle. My son really upset my granddad today. Kid says, "Granddad, when are you going to turn into a frog?" Granddad: "What do you mean?" Kid: "Well, Dad says when you croak we are going to Disneyland." Q. There's a black guy, a Muslim, and a Mexican in a car. Who's driving? A. The cop. Had a fight last Friday with a bus share. Smashed him right in the chops. You so ugly your mama had morning sickness after you were born.